Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora on the Xbox Series X. It's also on PC and PlayStation. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is an open world action adventure game developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. The game sees you play as a Na'vi who escapes captivity and has to find their place in the vast world of Pandora. The game can be played solo or via online co-op. Okay, gameplay. Well, firstly, you've got to create your own character's visual style, but I would question how relevant this was because it's a first-person game and you'll pretty much never see your character in action. Anyway, once you've made your choices and completed the prologue, you're free to explore Pandora pretty much at your leisure. Now, this is published by Ubisoft, so what does that mean? It means the game world is absolutely huge. Now, this is particularly relevant early on as you're on foot for the most part. Your character can sprint, jump, climb vines, use plants for a boost, etc. I'd say these early hours of the game, they're pretty amazing in terms of exploration, with Pandora being so rich, detailed and complex to navigate through. But eventually you'll need to complete quests, and this is where the game turns into more conventional go find the next checkpoint type of experience. Now, you can be guided or you can have a freestyle nature where you need to figure out where the next destination is on the map. Regardless of what you choose, there's a lot of chugging around from point A to point B, and this is where the game world starts to show a few holes. The vastness and beauty of the world are undeniable, but so is the unnecessary size and scale, making even the most basic early quests seem like a road trip that never ends. But the combat, I'd say, is one of the high points that keeps that thing feeling fresh, the exploration, whether you're fighting off hostile wildlife, using your bow, using a rifle, taking on the human invaders. Now, speaking of the humans, you'll often encounter them when they're destroying the environment on your travels, and there are some polluted regions as well that you've got to be cleansed as part of the core story. Your character can use Na'vi Sense, which lets you ID foes. It also lets you investigate the flora and fauna. This is particularly relevant because you need to forage to survive, whether that's food or healing elements. I'd say the devs have captured the right tone of the Avatar movies as well. One that emphasises how the Na'vi live in unison with Pandora and the humans just want to bleed it dry of resources. Simple things like how you pick fruit, like if you pick it under the right time of day or weather and you pull it from the branch in the right sequence of movement, you'll get a better quality sample. It's little things like this that give it that nature preservation quality, but I would say the narrative is a bit overused and shoved down your throat by some of the NPCs. Now, as you progress, of course, you'll unlock health boosts from special plants. You'll get core skills that are added. You'll get buffs. You'll have a skill tree to unlock. You can equip many different armor pieces. You can craft them. You can get new weapons. I wouldn't say the menus were particularly user-friendly though, and they're a little bit, I don't know, I didn't really like them. They were quite ugly. But there you go. They're there. In terms of story, I can't say it really grabbed me, whether it was the writing quality or the depth of the characters. The main reason I kept playing was the gorgeous game world and the combat, which was pretty good fun. Visually, well, it's a stunning game, in particular the game world, the colour palette, the attention to detail, the style of it, it's stunning. But there are issues such as textures that disappear, quality of life issues, a little bit of frame slippage, but you know, it does look good generally speaking. Sound wise, right up there in terms of ambience, sound effects and music. The voice acting is 50-50, some of it was really good, some of it was cringe brigade. Anyway, what is the verdict? Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a solid open world adventure game. It's got one of the most beautiful, intricate game worlds that I've ever seen, and it's got combat from time to time that was quite satisfying. But the core story felt like a rehash of the Avatar movie, mixed in with remnants of the cutting room floor in terms of narrative and character design. So it is a mixed bag, and a game often that just feels like go to the next map marker, episode 1 type of game. Taking down enemy bases is fun until you've done it about 5 times. The towns look great, but again it becomes an admin chore trying to memorise which trader does what, blah blah blah. And on the whole, it never really hooked me in like the best open world adventure games have done. I actually think it would have been better as a survival game, where you could play as a Na'vi or a human, try to establish a base and survive that dangerous world of Pandora. That would have been really interesting. As it is, it's okay. Would I recommend it? I mean, if you're an Avatar fan, I would. I think you'll enjoy it because you understand the sort of the basis of what this story is based on. But if you're not really interested in Avatar, God, it's a hard sell. Sales only, probably. Scoring wise, it's somewhere, I would say, between a 6 and a 7. For me, I do enjoy the Avatar movie, so I'd probably say a 7. At a push, maybe that's slightly over-egged, but it's probably more like a 6 for everybody else. So for me, 7 out of 10. But yeah, again, if you're not into Avatar, it's a hard one to recommend. Anyway, that's the review. Thanks for watching. This is PG signing off. Cheers.